let me get this straight. You would like to come in for a vanity fitting, along with 2 guests, but you want the guests to be considered a part of your friends and family package? Ma'am, I understand that this is a special occasion, and while I congratulate you on your charge graduating, we cannot hand out guest passes for vanity feedings. I'm not sure what you were told by Toulay, but I can promise she was mistaken. The guest passes are to be used for recreational purposes and consultations. Vanity feedings are just that, vanity-based. Now, if you would like to set up a vanity feeding and have your guests with you, they would be half off for rejuvenation infusions, and I can handle all those pesky details for you. Yes, I understand. Okay. If there is nothing else I can do for you, I can connect you to the billing department, and you are welcome to try your luck with Cassius. Yes. Best of luck to you, love. Oh, that? Honestly, par for the course around here. You would think that given the fact we are immortal, there wouldn't be cheap vampires, but it never fails. Always someone looking for a handout or a way to garner special treatment. Honestly, it would be laughable if not for the implications of what they are asking for discounts on. All this blood, and so much of it taken until the human is drained. Lives lost to sustain us, and they want a discount. Shh. Have you lost the last of your mind? Just the mere mention of Andrea is enough to get you dragged in for questioning these days. The closer we get to graduation and your poeta moving into position, the more the rumblings of any uprising have to be squashed. They have to continue to show strength if they've any hope of seeing the first trial members of the Tentoria released. Oh, back into the trenches I go. OVBB, this is Lisa speaking. How can I help you? I am so sorry, but would you mind holding for just one moment, please? Thank you. What the hell are you doing? I did promise to help you and your friend, but this isn't the way. Anyone could walk up at any moment. You can't just sit in the open and hack into the records. If you get the passcode wrong again, an alert will be sent out that I cannot stop. And we will be swarmed by security, taken before council, and I don't think your poeta would look too kindly on... How in the fuck do you keep doing that? Oh God, the phone. Yes, I'm here. My apologies for the wait. Let me send you ahead to the treatment center, and they can get you set up for next week. Yes, I know it usually takes a month to get in, but you've been so patient, and they owe me a favor. Just consider it my gift to you. Of course. Have a lovely day. I'm guessing you already found your way to the information we need to get into the system on the 3rd floor. Because of course you did. Oh, no you don't. If you think I'm letting you go up there on your own, you've really and truly lost what was left of your mind. You go and check on your friend, and I'll wrap things up here. Then we'll be along to get you. Did you get it figured out? You have my blood now? Because I'm really ready to go home now. I've had enough vampires for a lifetime. What is it? What's wrong? Don't tell me nothing's wrong. Have you looked at your face lately? Wait. Can vampires see themselves in mirrors? Like, I know I get on you for not knowing things, but I never did know if that was a real thing or not. Oh. Right. I guess that makes sense, but... Can you save the attitude, my little vampire? How was I expected to know the construction of mirrors had changed? My bad. I think it's fairly obvious what I'm doing. Well, duh, I'm going back to sleep. If you didn't want me to be tired, you shouldn't have non-con injected me with a sedative. Now should you? Oh, that is what we humans call a movie reference. And a movie is this thing where moving pictures tell a story. Now, say it with me. Cinema. No, My Little Vampire was a movie from like 1,000,000 years ago where this kid had a vampire for her best friend. A human and a vampire being best friends. Ha. You know, back when humans thought vampires were something we made up, not creatures who would take over the entire world and relegate us to being walking snacks. Such fun. No, my grandmother told me about it. She watched that movie all the time as a kid before your kind decided to rise from the shadows and murder as many of us as possible. Well, now that we've had yet another installment of vampire v human history, I'm gonna pass out again if that's all the same to you. And, don't worry about the whole my mom thing. Literally nothing good has ever happened in my entire life, so I wouldn't waste your time looking. Just grab me some sweet B negative, and I'll be out of your hair for good. No. Go away now. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. I got everything set up at the front desk with 2 lays, so that ought to buy us an hour or so. I won't be taking a meal break today. No. If we get caught, it won't really matter, I guess. Are you alright? You seem off. I'm sure Kai will be fine once we get her the blood she's needing. She's doing alright on the sedative I gave you? Oh, I'm sure she was none too thrilled, but the alternative was having her have a panic attack and getting us all caught. She'll be just fine. The sedative is likely hitting her harder because she's already pretty weak from her anemia. Just based on what little we have on her in our system, tells me her case is actually quite severe. She'll need to have somewhere safe to rest and receive the transfusions before heading back across the neutral zone. Well, depending on her response to the infusions, it should take 3 or 4 bags to get her properly back on her feet. And that is in the event that Kai doesn't have an allergic reaction to the blood. It's very serious, actually. The fact that she was able to make it across the neutral zone and on her feet for this long is a testament to her courage and refusal to die on stubbornness alone. Your friend is very, very sick, sweetheart. I will do my best to help her, but if anything goes wrong with the transfusion, she will be too weak to be returned across the neutral zone and home. We will have to keep her here, in your care, until we can try again in a month or 2. Yes, a month or 2. If we take too much blood out at once under this name, we will be caught, taken to trial, and sentenced, and your friend will be dead before the day's end. We have to be smart. Remember the teachings and don't let your feelings for Kai cloud your judgment. No, I know you're with Celeste. I see the way you look at Kai. I see how you care for her, and it does my heart good. It's as though you view her as a little sister, as someone worthy of your protection, and you will need to hold on to those feelings. Because if anything goes wrong, it will be up to you to keep Kai alive. Welcome to Level 3. Please input your access code to open the elevator door. They beefed up security a few months ago when they placed 5 former Tentorium members on the upper levels. Wanted to make sure no fringe supporters could break in and release them. I tried to warn you. This is not going to be easy. Getting access to the floor and finding Kai's mother is the easy part. I'm still not sure how the hell we get her out of here, but I promised to help, and I keep my promises. Especially to you. I know part of you still blames me for not being able to help her. To warn her before the infiltration. I've accepted my part in her death, just as I know you are doing your best to accept your Poeta's hand in it. That is sweet of you to say, but even if you can forgive me, I cannot forgive myself. She was... Drea was the love of my life, and my not being able to save her will haunt me for as long as I exist. Hopefully, helping Kai, helping this woman get back her daughter, will set some of that guilt right. Make my existence mean something. The room should be right here. I don't understand. She's listed under this weird name, but the room should not have vanished. How else am I meant to explain it? Room 32 should be right here. But there's an empty wall. No. No, I heard it too. You're right. Let's check room 31. If they combined the rooms to have more space to experiment on her, they would have knocked out the dividing wall and gotten rid of the original door for room 32 to ensure one way in, one way out. There was no avoiding the fingerprint scan, my darling. I understand this means it can all be traced back to me, and I'm prepared to face those consequences. I'm so sorry to barge in on you like this, but are you Olivia Bowman? You shouldn't be here. It's not safe, Lisa. How do you know my name? In peace, I find solace. In justice, direction. But with hope, there can be no darkness too great to conquer. Andrea, she was a great comfort to me the first year of my imprisonment. Did her best to make me comfortable as possible, and she was working on a way to get me released. But she would not want you getting mixed up in all of this, Lisa. Either of you. I understand, and I appreciate your concern, but Kai is here. They swore to me if she cooperated, if I followed along with the testing, that she would never be allowed here. She would live peacefully in our district. They swore. It's her anemia, Olivia. Kai is very ill. She was brave enough to cross the neutral zone and blessed to find help in my friend here, but she needs a transfusion. It was our attempts to get her what she needs that led us to you. You have to leave me. You have to leave, and you can never tell Kai you found me here. She will destroy herself trying to save me. You have to go. Now. Olivia. Fine. I'll consider allowing you to help me, but you really have to leave. They'll be here any minute to start the day's testings and collections, and if you two are caught in here, they'll kill all three of you. Go. Wait. Take care of my baby girl. Please. We've got to go. Now. Right now. This is the one you were telling me about. The human that Centauria wants. Well, then, let's see her. There must be something very special about her blood composition if the Centauria wants her so badly.